Listen to this. Rivals agreeing on taxes. Tiger Woods agreeing with Phil Mickelson. In an interview, Woods says he moved to Florida from California back in 1996 because that state, Florida, has lower tax rates. In fact, it doesn't tax income at the state level. Just to compare, California has a 13% rate. Florida has no state income tax. Earlier this week, Mickelson hinted he might leave California because of higher taxes before backtracking from those comments after facing criticism from the left. Now it's time to bring in the judge about the mobility and people's freedom to be mobile. I say that people were trying to stop Phil Mickelson from exercising his freedom of movement. Go.
Oh, I think you're correct, and I actually think you're being a little kind, because I think the people who are trying to stop Phil Mickelson are the tax collectors, the people who benefit from the taxes collected by California and the manner in which it's spent. They don't want him to leave because they want him there as a fair target for the tax collectors in California.
But they can't stop him. They can't stop him from moving.
Here's what they can do. And in fact, they've done this to you and me and anybody who has a principal residence in the state of New Jersey and owns real estate in New Jersey, where we, to sell that real estate and move to another state, we would have to pay an exit tax. You don't have this tax if you don't own real estate. They've attached the tax to the sale of the property.
Wait. This is a revelation for someone who
know this.
I live in New Jersey.
Yes, well, that's why I mentioned it, because we both live there and we both own real estate
If
there.
in my golden years I wish to leave
a long time from now.
Oh, God. If I want to go down to Florida, I sell the estate in New Jersey, whatever it is, the castle.
Yes.
And I've got to pay a tax?
Yes, your lawyer will inform you of this, because your lawyer has a legal and ethical obligation to collect that tax from you. The state has made him a tax collector.
But how does he know? How does my lawyer know that I'm going to go to Florida?
He's obliged to ask you questions about where are you going to and what is your principal place of residence. Now, I don't know if California has this. No. My guess is they do, because the more progressive states do. The only one I know of for sure is New Jersey. But think about this. The Supreme Court has ruled with near unanimity and utter consistency that the right to move from state to state, the right to leave the United States of America, is a fundamental liberty akin to freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of worship, self-defense, privacy, that highest category of rights that we have.
Therefore, an exit tax, wherever it applies,
is profoundly unconstitutional.
So why hasn't it been found unconstitutional in our home state of New Jersey?
Well, it hasn't been challenged yet, and there's no legal opinion, and eventually there will be.
You're a judge in the state of New Jersey.
Well, if a case like this had come before me, of course I would have invalidated it, but it didn't come before me because the tax didn't exist at the time that I was on the bench. Look, I can understand Phil Mickelson, great golfer. He probably has golfing fans all across the political spectrum. And like those of us who rely on public approval for our work, TV ratings, golfing fans, you don't want to unnecessarily offend a portion of your base. But what he said was true. Not that the taxes are too high. They're outrageously high. It's an opinion he can have. But he has the right to address this by, as Ronald Reagan used to say, walking with your feet, going to another state where the environment, here the tax environment, is more compatible. He has the right to do that. Former President Sarkozy has the right to do that. Gerard Depardieu has the right to do that. I know you said this morning it would be like Bill Clinton going to Canada. It would be unthinkable that he could do it, but he has the right to do it, and the government can't stop him.
You know, sometimes, Judge, you get it right. You know, you really do.
You want to make this worse? Barbara Boxer, the senator from California, has proposed legislation that would bar you from leaving the United States if you haven't yet paid your taxes. Not permanently leaving, but even going on a trip.
Even going on a trip?
Even going on a trip from which you intend to return. With your assets remaining in the U.S., her legislation would bar you from going until you paid the tax man in full.
So I can't go back?
Right. No, this hasn't become law. In fact, it hasn't even made it to the Senate floor.
But she proposes it.
She proposes it, and she probably has other restrictions in mind, because who wouldn't want to leave California? Sorry,
my eyes have been opened. Thank you, Judge.
Pleasure.
Very interesting.
Pleasure, guys.
I didn't know all of this.